What's up, guys? Dibble1987 here. Welcome to part 2 of my multiple part video covering the Mass Effect gaming series. On my previous video, I showed you a brief glimpse of my video game library, just to show you how much games I have and how Mass Effect got the most mileage compared to those 200 plus games. I apologize if you weren't able to read the titles clearly because of my bad camera angles and whatnot. I will be doing a full-length video walkthrough regarding that, so that will be in the far future. So basically, for Mass Effect, if you really have a hard time believing me about my 14 Commander Shepards, I am going to show you the files and we'll count them together. Okay, we're gonna zoom in. Okay, we're definitely gonna count our Shepards together from the top, okay? Just so you can read the names of the Shepards here. So, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. See all that? 16 files. And all of them are 8 Commander Shepards. So, where are the other 6, you may ask? Believe it or not, I have it on a separate profile. That's right. 6 of my Commander Shepards are in an offline profile. So, apparently, those 6 Shepards have 24 files. Mainly the added 12 being, they ended up being level 60. I just never did a third or fourth playthrough for this profile because I would have lost my damn mind. So, the fact that Mass Effect got at least quadruple digit hours, just thinking about it right now, it really speaks volumes for me here. And this is coming from someone that's had at least a dozen or less playthroughs from games like Resident Evil, Siphon Filter, the Zelda games for the Nintendo 64. You get the picture. And what really crushed me is how Mass Effect 3's endings played out. So I am going to be covering this for the entirety of this video. I mean, just to explain what's going on and what my reactions are in the next part. Okay? So, how Mass Effect 3's story plays out. Basically what happens is you're busy recruiting a bunch of aliens and the remnants of your human military to retake Earth. Earth got invaded at the beginning of the 3rd game, and you're basically playing a military recruiter. Just trying to help the aliens and your civilians out with whatever problems they have. And in return, they might give you something like, say, here's a squad of Special Forces Marines for helping us out. That sort of thing. And at the same time, while you're building up your military forces, you're building this WMD called the Crucible. Apparently, the Crucible was a WMD that was created by an extinct alien race called the Proteans. And they were basically building it to destroy the Reapers. But it never got completed. So, considering this is the trilogy and you're Commander Shepard, you're basically trying to finish the job for them. And, you know, 95% of the game is great. It's perfect. It's like 9 out of 10, if not 10 out of 10 material for me right there. Because I really enjoyed the beginning and middle that much. I really did. And the sad part is, the last 20 minutes or so just started going downhill. So here's the end game. First off, you're going to be destroying a known terrorist human supremacist group called Cerberus. They've been a problem since the 1st game. First off, they started out as side mission bad guys, and then they got a more prominent role in the 2nd and 3rd games. And basically what happens is Cerberus has data on the on something called the Catalyst, which is supposedly required component needed to fire the Crucible. You assault the final Cerberus base. You kill some human ninja special forces marine named Kai Lang. You kill his ass, and basically your entire gathered military assaults Earth. Unfortunately, it's at that part right after destroying the Cerberus base that it starts going downhill. What happens is, okay, your fleet softens up the perimeter for you to enter Earth. You do a few missions on Earth, namely London, and the Citadel is already in orbit. And the Citadel is a city-like space station that's been serving as the galaxy central government, and it just got moved there. Got moved to Earth. And you have the squad with you, and you have your former mentor, Admiral David Anderson, who's voiced by Keith David. And apparently, you're supposed to make this one final push to some teleportation beam to get to the Citadel. And what happens is, there's this big, huge-ass attack that knocks you out, but you don't know where the rest of your squad is by the time you regain consciousness. So basically, it's just you and Keith David trying to get to the Citadel. You two board, and you confront Martin Sheen. Martin Sheen is the leader of Cerberus. And unfortunately, Keith David gets wounded, and you have the option of killing Martin Sheen yourself or telling him to commit suicide. And it's just the segment right after that shit came completely out of left field with little to no foreshadowing whatsoever. So here is what happens. The catalyst turns out to be some computer AI that assumes the hologram of a child that died at the beginning of the third game. So basically, what this program is saying is, it created the Reapers so that it would prevent advanced galactic civilization from creating genocidal robots. So basically, the Reapers are repeating the Matrix cycle, which is basically harvest all advanced organic life every 50,000 years to prevent us from creating Skynets, or future versions of Skynets. Does that make fucking sense to you? I thought so. And here's the sad part. You're stuck with one of three choices, which is A, synthesis, which is basically a green explosion, which makes everyone full of cyborgs. Basically, turn everything into cyborgs. That will stop the Reapers, right? Blue explosion. You control the Reapers temporarily. I am not shitting you. The third choice is destroy the Reapers and basically destroy everything that is artificial. So basically, this race of machines called the Geth, which is basically your Cylons for Mass Effect, they're fucked over. Oh yeah, and guess what? In all three of those endings, you apparently die. Apparently. And regardless of what choice you end, the one event that is the biggest insult to the entire Mass Effect fanbase, yours truly included. For some reason, your personal starship, piloted by Seth Green, turns tail and gets the fuck out of Earth. For no reason whatsoever. I am not shitting you. Your personal starship, with your entire squad mate, your entire squad on board, escapes Earth and gets stuck on Gilligan's planet. And here's the other biggest insult to injury. The Mass Effect relays, which is basically your space-based stargates, is fucking destroyed. So, all of the military forces you gathered on Earth fucking dies. I am not shitting you. They die. Or, not dies. They get stranded in the Sol system, which is basically where Earth, Jupiter, Saturn, etc. is stuck in. So yeah, that's the biggest insult to injury there is. So we're gonna be at our 10-minute mark, and